So we are back at Grad X, and we are here with.
Hi, I'm Roann Cordova, and I'm in Digital Futures.
And I'm Luke. I'm also in Digital Futures as well.
So I've had the chance to talk to a lot of talented digital future students here today. So would you mind telling us a bit about what you two are doing here at Grad X and the projects y'all are working on?
Oh yeah, for sure. My stuff is just like more like tackle about the capitalism, and I have this like very cafe-esque installation that for every cup of transaction of coffee is your contribution to the bigger corporate, and the corporate were the ones who are like funding the ongoing war right now, and it's a game art installation, and for you to win the game is to not to win the game. I don't know if you know about the pop culture, about like when you think of the game, you lose the game. I'm sorry for whoever is like actually like hearing this, but yeah, it's just more of like a little twist off with the boycott system that we're doing. It's just like we gotta be mindful of what we consume as the consumers, where our money is going from, where it's going to the bigger corporates. So because we're the ones who are like the bigger contributors of like the bigger conflict that's going on right now, that important stuff. So yeah, and go check that out if you guys can. So.
Wow, very empowering. I like the message, yeah. What about you?
Yeah, so my project is a little bit strange. It's a mixed reality game. So it uses virtual reality and mixed reality to kind of blur the lines between the digital world and the real world. So as you progress through the game, more of your actual room that you're playing in comes into the real game. So it's just played through like a VR headset, and it kind of starts in fully in your room and then ends off in this kind of virtual factory. But the whole story kind of revolves around kind of like an industrial kind of governing force that's essentially farming dreams. So that's as you play through it, more of the story kind of unravels.
That's interesting. I can already pick up on like some metaphors and like
Yeah.
symbolism going on there, like how like capitalism can like often like I guess literally mine people's dreams for like their IPs
Seriously.
and whatnot.
Yeah,
I
most
find
definitely.
it really interesting how like both of your projects are like very socially conscious and like finding new and interesting ways to like talk about like these topical issues. And like you guys seem to have like a pre-existing relationship that spans outside of this interview. So like how do y'all know each other?
Oh yeah, the same thing. Or just like I don't know, like the previous. I am really close with like Mayan, Hetty, Justine, and also Luke right here. We all like on the same program. It's just a pretty small program anyway. Like
Yeah.
ever since then, from like first year and the second year, they're all like online, and we're just like trying to like gather like a lot of friends too, and because like the whole like very jarring of like disconnection between like in the screen and like your physical body. I was like, oh my god, like I wanted to get that like campus experience, but I'm just like stuck
Mhm.
here at home. So we're just like talking to like a bunch of people, like getting a lot of like friends and all of that, and just like playing games as well. So that's how we like got to know each other.
Yeah, and I mean they're all so kind, especially everyone in the program as well. So it's really easy to make friends in our program, especially. So I'm very fortunate for the people I've met.
No, dude, this guy's the best right here. He's gonna buy OCAD someday. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's the plan. I'm gonna be signing the papers in a couple of years. I'm assuming.
Let's go.
Hopefully.
The deed's finna be yours. It's like you go have it in your hands. Just
Yeah, we'll make some good changes. I'll make sure we get some more funding for the live team for sure.
I know where my vote's getting cast. You know,
Perfect.
we need a new. Yo, I'm gonna come up with a wish list of like all the things. It's gonna be like Christmas
Send it
for
over.
everyone.
Send
sure,
it
yeah,
over.
for
Send it
sure.
over.
Yeah. So like, what were some of the most like enriching experiences for your career since like you guys started here at OCAD?
Oh yeah, it was really funny though because like by the time I got accepted at OCAD, I was in illustration, and I didn't know about the Digital Futures program because like I think it was really new and it was a grad program before, and now they make it as an undergrad. And I was like looking at my skills, I was like, oh my god, like all this stuff that they offer or like falls really perfectly into my skill set, and I wanted to like transfer on that to make it like use of like what I actually do. And from then I thought I was gonna go to like what their other expectations of like more of like graphic design, more of like coding and all that stuff, until I fall in love into the fact that I also make games and like physical computing type of stuff. And that's where I was just like it offers like a lot of good things with the program, and from there I just like pick up like a bunch of like skills. I was like, oh, I just want to keep going with the program. That's it, and that's and, here I am right now. I'm graduating too, so it's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what's weird about digital futures, especially compared to like a lot of the other programs in the school, it's not very concrete. And I mean, I've heard from countless other students in OCAD, no one really knows what digital futures
Oh
is.
yeah, that too.
Yeah, and being a digital future student, we don't even know what it is.
Yeah, we
like
had
it's
to explain it to them, and I was like,
uh-huh.
oh my god, like it's not as easy as like,
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
easy as I was like, oh, graphic design. Oh yes, yeah. So
Yeah, and it's like if you look even at our Grad X little room, it's such a diverse program. We see everything from like design explorations to interactive medias, installation work, game development. So it's really what's been powerful is having the chance and the encouragement from the incredible faculty to really explore kind of all these new technologies and see what as artists we can utilize them for, you know? And especially I do want to shout out Emma, our chair.
shout out Emma.
She is such an incredible she's such an incredible person. Without her, honestly, digital futures, it would be much different. So she's really pulling through, definitely.
I've noticed that a lot about like a lot of programs at OCAD that like the professors are really like the backbones of it that like either make or break it.
Yeah.
So I always appreciate when like you have those professors that like really show up for their students
Seriously.
and
Yeah,
like
for
are
sure,
really
yeah.
looking for those types of opportunities. And like yeah, even to like build on what you were saying about like how you learn so many different skills, like even talking to Mayan earlier, like who led his own project that he did this semester for Grad X, and like how he had to use a lot of the different skills that he learned throughout the Digital Futures program, and how like they all kind of culminated with all the stuff that he's doing now for his project. So yeah, that's very inspiring how you guys like were able to like use all those things that like by themselves you wouldn't necessarily think they'd be connected, but like when you get to the final product, it like it almost all comes together. So that's really dope.
Definitely.
So what are you guys hoping to do like once you graduate? Like, do you have any plans for the future? Any like any big dreams or anything that
Yeah.
might
The
be
$1 million
mined
question.
by the man or anything? Hopefully not.
I want to go ahead.
All right, well, I'll speak on it a little bit. I know us, the kind of group we've formed, me, Roann, Mayan, and Hedy, and a couple other students from our program as well. We kind of made a really strong connection, and I think we've been really encouraging to each other, especially for like pushing the boundaries of our skills. So we kind of have been planning on opening our own little like independent studio where we can develop games together and also kind of just push the boundaries of art and technology, you know? That's what we're really passionate about. So we're hoping to maybe secure some funding and make use of those connections we've been building for the past couple of years.
That's hella exciting. That's hella
Thank you.
exciting. Yo, if you were looking for investors, I might have to dig into my own piggy bank. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect.
'Cause I feel like I'm getting in on the ground floor of something that could be big in the future. What about
Definitely.
you?
Oh, the same thing. I'm just like in the same boat as well. But also, I just want to like expand more of like the specializations that I have so far, because like it's the things that I have right now is like I know like it's hitting the imposter syndrome, which is like you get into like the very end of the tunnel. It was like, oh my god, like I made it and all of that. But also like I just want to keep improving on myself, like going to like more schools, and also while doing that with the studio along with the Luke and a bunch of like amazing peers that I have. Like shout out to Maya and Hedy and Justine out there. But yeah, like I just want to like learn more and
Definitely.
use that in the future. Yeah.
Yo, that's
Seriously.
beautiful, man. That shit does my heart good to see like OCAD students be able to like form those connections and like keep them going like later on in life. We're running out of time, but just to wrap up, do you have any advice for young or new OCAD students?
Yeah. This is also speaking to my younger self. To me, just be confident. Like literally, right there. I know, like we're having all that stuff. Like you got accepted to OCAD for a reason. You got just like such a incredible like institution, and trust your professors to just like talk to them, like reach out, like what could be better, what could be bad, like because just reaching out to them can be really intimidating. It's like I was like, like I'm afraid of like criticism before, but like just having that growth and just like
Yeah.
like tell them like what could be better, what is bad, because like they know better and they trust like in you, like there is something in that within you that they can bring out from yourself. So yeah, like literally just like trust in yourself, have that confidence. I know it's very hard, but like it will bring out in the future and you will prosper. So
Mhm.
yeah.
If I can say a couple words, I would say, especially for an art school, I think one of the most important things that a lot of artists kind of end up doing is really make sure not to confine yourself, because as an artist, you the only thing you want to do is let out your creativity, and you really can't just do that with one medium or one kind of idea. So don't hold yourself back. If you want to explore music production, filmmaking, graphic design, game development, do it all. Like, nothing's stopping you, and a lot of these tools are free. So it's just about pushing yourself, and it's always important to push yourself further, especially when you're an artist.
Also, trust in your friends. Trust
Yes,
in your friends.
definitely.
Just reach out.
Definitely.
Don't be afraid to reach out.
Yeah.
Yeah, gang. Let's go. Yeah, this is a really talented group y'all got here, and
Thank you.
I'm excited to see what y'all do in the future.
Thank
so
you so much.
yeah, thank you so much for doing this interview. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
watching.